My name is Haiden Schoessel.
And my name is Rickles.
And we're going to be interviewing Dr. Cain about Prop 3. How would you explain Prop 3 to new voters or voters who do not have a direct relation to the district?
First of all, thank you for taking the opportunity to sit with me and ask a couple questions as it relates to Proposition 3. The best way to describe this is reallocation of funds. We are not looking to expand what we're asking as relates to taxation from our community. This is a no tax rate increase. What we are in need of is reoccurring funds to address maintenance, to address other facility needs, but also technology and safety needs in the Rockwood School District.
How has Rockwood previously funded safety, technology, and facility maintenance?
We're at Eureka High School, so I think of the science wing expansion in this building alone, and there were other projects as a result of the passage of Prop T back in 2017. They were typically larger scale projects that were being completed by the district. At that point in time, the bond issue made sense. We're in a different phase, a different scale in terms of what we're looking to do, and it's more of a maintenance in terms of a scheduled and annual component that we are in need of additional funds to effectively address.
So what are the benefits of using this pay-as-you-go funding method for safety, technology, and facility maintenance?
So a perfect example is the Chromebook. If you use bond funds to purchase a Chromebook, on average, it costs us $405 to purchase a Chromebook. By the time you finish the principal and interest payments over the course of 20 years, that same Chromebook that typically has a 5 to 6 year shelf life costs you $715. It makes much more sense to use capital dollars to purchase the Chromebook upfront and not have to deal with the interest payments. Where we are quickly heading right now is a methodology called fix upon failure, which means if something breaks, we literally scan our budget to see if we are able to in fact address it. A schedule lets us get strategic, it allows us to be forward thinking, and it allows us to literally be able to strategize and make sure we are able to most effectively and appropriately address the needs that buildings are having.
How do we know that Rockwood is being good stewards of taxpayer dollars?
We're one of only a very few school districts in the state of Missouri that actually has earned a AAA rating from Standards & Poor's as it relates to how they actually rate us as a school district. For 18 years, we've earned a Certificate of Excellence from the Association of School Business Officials. It's what we've consistently done as a school district over the years. We would develop a vehicle so that our community would have crystal clarity in terms of what these dollars are actually being allocated toward, what we're spending them on, so that people can have some clarity, building by building, year after year.
So specifically for Eureka, what would the passage of Prop 3 mean? Earlier in the year, we've had HVAC issues and internet outage issues, so how would some of those things be addressed?
The main gymnasium in this building, I have been in it in December, and there's a reason the doors are open. And it's not just because we want to observe the beauty of the outside of the building. It is so warm in that gymnasium in December, which is winter, right? We have HVAC issues. You've been in that gym and you know exactly what I'm expressing. We most definitely have to press forward and address some HVAC issues in Eureka High School. Zero doubt about that. But there are other priorities as well. We're falling behind as it relates to our one-to-one technology replacement cycle. And that one bothers me the most because it's directly impacting your ability to learn. We want to be very strategic, very efficient, but very focused in getting this work done so that you continue to do what you do, which is learn.
What would happen if Prop 3 is not passed?
To be very frank with you, our needs aren't going anywhere. We have 23 buildings in our district that have HVAC systems that are 20 years or older. The issue's only going to grow. I know for a fact that the administration in this building literally was moving students and staff out of classrooms into other spaces just to try to abate and deal with the heat that we were facing. I know for a fact that we had staff that without question and without complaint were on roofs doing whatever they could, and it felt like it was literally 130 degrees on top of those roofs. Those needs aren't going anywhere. They're only going to grow. This is truly a cost-effective and fiscally responsible means to address the challenges that we're facing as a school district.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you for yours as well.